Don't let the devil win. He's going to do everything in his power to make sure that he knocks you off of the path that God has put you on. What am I talking about? The distractions that he puts you through. When he takes you off of the path that God has put you on, he has you in his grasp. Porn, addiction, gossiping, overindulging, being lazy, not praying. I'm pretty sure you know someone who has worked at a job of yours who has been there for 2 to 3 years. It's normally the cool guy who smokes on his brace and lets everyone tap the pen. But with that, he just graduated high school 3 years ago, and he's still working that same job. Do you know why he's still working that same job? He was put onto a path that God has put him onto. He wanted to try and achieve that actual journey for himself. And he realized it's going to take some hard work to actually get to that path himself. So what he did, he set goals for himself. But when it came down to actually executing the goals itself, he let those 7 distractions throw him off this path. What you want to do, you want to learn how to outwit the devil. The devil is simply the distractions that are put in place of you because they're simply roadblocks to knock you off the path. Failure. That is the number one roadblock that the devil will place in front of you. And that you, on your journey, will go ahead and have to overcome. Failure. It's crazy to say that, but out of 10,000 people, 1 to 2 of them are actually going to complete their destiny after failing 2 to 3 times. Now, that is 9,998 people who are now in the devil's grasp. With those 2 or 1 person who actually exceeded the devil's expectations and actually listened to God, he is being rewarded heavenly. Now, how do I know if this is true? Well, it's common sense. Have you ever had an idea and wanted to actually execute it? Put things down into motion. And as soon as you write down stuff on a piece of paper, you start getting instant distractions coming in. You have old people texting your phone. You have people calling nonstop. You have friends wanting to hang out. Of course, you can manage these things, but accepting the invitation to the distractions is opening a door for the devil to get in. Once he has you at those distractions, he simply doesn't have to do anything else. He lets those distractions overcome your destiny. What you have to do, I'm not going to say lock in, but listen to that little voice that's in your head. 9 times out of 10, that's God or the Creator or whoever you believe in talking to you, along with your ancestors who implanted that idea in your head. What you want to do. Write down what you want to do and reverse engineer it. If you don't know what that means, say if I have a goal of hitting $10,000 a month, that means I need to make $2,500 each week and a certain amount per day to actually hit that goal. That is reverse engineering. That's just a dollar amount, right? But how am I actually going to get to that dollar amount? First, I have to talk to a number of clients to actually get over there. Second, I have to go ahead and I have to contact a number amount of people to actually get to those clients. Work down the numbers so small to where it's so easy to actually complete that goal. What you have to do is simply reverse engineer your goals, reverse engineer what you have to do, and focus in. Once the devil has you in his grasp, you turn into that 25-year-old worker who's working at McDonald's and has been there for 5 years. His frontal lobe has closed. Watch my video. With that, he's essentially in the Venus flytrap. He can't get out. The more he moves, the more he squirms, he can't get out. It only gets tighter and tighter. For example, Have you ever talked to someone in your job, that 25-year-old worker, for example, about your goals and your dreams? Saying that you want to hit, 50 million in the next 25 years. He's going to think you're crazy. He's going to think that you need to go to the fucking insane asylum just down the street. If you guys got one. But what I'm saying is that he's going to think that you're crazy because in his mind, he knows that he can't fucking do it. You know why he knows he can't do it? Even if you explain to him that he can do it, he's going to be stuck in that fucking fly trap. He can't get out. And that's what I don't want to happen to you guys. Once you get that idea in your head, make sure you act on it. There's too many people getting into the devil's hands. Now, this is not even just a spiritual thing. This is the reality thing. The devil, for example, working for money. What I mean working for money, punching in a clock, working a 9 to 5, thinking that's sustainable for you. Some of them might be, if it's your passion, go ahead and do something that aligns with you, right? That's how you make your money. That's how you make your money. Of course, if you're, and on top of that, say if you're just stacking up, just trying to get some bread before you can actually go to your passion, that is okay too. But most people sell out for that comfortability. Let me say that again. Comfortability. Comfortability. Most people sell out for that. They can say, fuck this job. They want to come back the next week, and the next week, and the next week. Because I have bills. I have this. I have this. But trust me, if you believe in God or believe the Creator, whatever you believe in, say if you actually quit and take the leap of faith to create your own income stream, that shit is going to come in for you. Because you had faith in yourself and you had faith in God or the Creator, whoever you believe in as well. God will reward you once you listen to Him. He's like your mom in a sense, right? When your mom tells you to clean up your room, you got shit all over the place. Of course you don't want to fucking clean it. I'm using an example, say if you're like 5 years old. Of course you don't want to fucking clean it. Right then and there. But once you do clean it, you're going to feel better. And there possibly might be an opportunity that opens up later on in the day. Oh, you know what? Your mom said, since you clean this up, let's go get some ice cream. Like, it's shit that always aligns once you actually do something and listen. I'm not just talking about listening to your mom. Do that if you want to. That is all on you. But listening to that little voice in your head, your intuition, that's what you have to listen to actually become successful in life. Bill Gates, Steve Jobs, Elon Musk, they were all fucking crazy to the rest of the world. But to themselves, they had an idea. They knew for a fact that they will be something in life. And that's what they became. No one's talking about putting chips in monkeys' heads and having robots walking around and having self-driving cars 10 to 15 years ago. No one was talking about that shit. Unless you're from 1960s and you watch the Jetsons and shit like that, saying in 2025 it's going to be this, like an old head. What I'm saying is that these people took the leap of faith. And simply with that, God has rewarded them. Because in order to get to where you want to go to, you simply have to take the risk. That's really all you have to do. There's no going away around it. There's no doing any of that unless you're willing to sell your soul for that comfortability. Now, my question is, are you ready to outwit the devil? Do you want to sell your soul for comfortability? Or do you want to live a life of fulfillment and passion? Truly making money off of something that you love to do.